A lot of people can go 10, 20 years never looking into their super, assuming that it's fine. And it isn't until they're in their mid-50s that they start to think, oh, I might actually start looking into this. And unfortunately, at that point, there's really only about 10 more years until they're in their mid-60s. A lot of people know that superannuation is important. People think, I really should look into that, see if I can find a better super fund out there, but it's always in the tomorrow pile. A lot of people assume that their super is just growing at a good, healthy rate year in, year out, and we find a lot of the time this too isn't happening. It's more than just consolidating and more than just finding lost super. It is ultimately about finding a fund that's going to really work for you for the remaining years until you are able to retire. Unfortunately for a lot of people, when they go with the fund that their boss puts them into, it generally is a large industry fund, which means they're usually one of a million other members. The problem with this is they are not an individual. They're kind of like being on a public bus, sharing the investments with everybody else on the bus. You don't control where the bus goes, you don't control how often the bus stops, and unfortunately, once the bus arrives at the destination, which is your retirement, a lot of people are just disappointed with their balance. So at least by having professionals on your side, you are able to be in your own car. We work for you as the individual to ensure that your car is always moving, heading towards a comfortable retirement. So part of our initial process is to actually speak to your super fund with you on the phone. A lot of people can call their own super fund, but unless you're asking the right questions to your super fund, you won't truly know whether you're on the right path for a comfortable retirement or not. Ultimately, we are legally bound by what's called a best interest duty. We cannot bring you on board at all or charge our service unless we are able to put you in a better position, factoring in our fee, than what you're currently in. The beauty of starting a conversation with us is it really is ultimately a win-win. Whether you have a chat with us and we can't help you, that means that you're already in a great position. If we can help you, it means that you now know you have professionals on your side that are going to work for you and make sure that you have that comfortable retirement. I think most people are nervous when it comes to reaching out to an advisor, mainly around the fees. The question on everyone's mind is, how much is this going to cost me? I'm not quite ready for a financial planner. And the reality is everyone in the country has superannuation, and the people that really need it the most are generally the ones that don't believe they are ready for a financial planner. So we try to make that really easy. Just have a casual conversation, identify where you're currently at, and see if there's room for improvement. And if there is, that's where we'll come in. With that best interest duty in mind, we always factor in our fee into that as well. So unless we can put you in a better position with our plan, we can't actually bring you on board anyway. So it really is a win-win at the end of the day. The reality is that financial planning these days is a lot more about, can I get an answer now? Versus, do I want to physically see someone, set up an appointment, pay for that appointment, and flush out a plan that way. So by being an online business like ours, we're able to give you an immediate answer. All you need to do is pick up the phone, talk to one of our reps, and we'll be able to speak to you, have that casual conversation no matter where you are, and present that plan to you entirely on the phone too. What's really important to know is every 12 months from coming on board, we will do what's called an annual review, where we'll update your details, we'll look at the setup that we put you in a year ago, and we'll see if over the course of that year, there's been any changes in your life that warrants further advice. Because a lot of people are in an industry fund with a setup from 12 years ago when they were working in a bar. And now that they're in their 40s, it's a lot different. So every 12 months, we need to re-engage you and we need to re-ask, is the service that you've been provided enough in your mind to warrant another 12 months? We have won the Product Review Financial Planning Award for 6 years running now, ever since 2020. We generally find our clients love their annual reviews. They love the call from us because it also allows them to see what their setup was 12 months ago with us versus where they're at now. And that's part of the fun, is updating all your information to see how far you have come as an individual as well. After a few years with us, we generally aim to make sure that our clients feel settled and know that they have the peace of mind that they are on track for a comfortable retirement.